if you can, ignore everyone except for Andy and just follow the bass and have a good time. Hello everyone, it's Lauren here. Welcome back for another song from the Smiths. Today is May 22nd. You're probably seeing this near the end of June. But just to give this video a little context, just a few days ago, the awesome bassist for the Smiths, Andy Rourke, passed away. The first time I heard the Smiths, Andy Rourke, in Hand in Glove, it was like, oh my god, this bass is awesome. And ever since then, it's just been like, oh my god, this bass is awesome. So I had asked you to give me some titles that sort of have a lot of prominent bass in them. But really, I think you could go with any of their songs, and it would have prominent bass in it because it's just the way it is. So let me see what you guys said. The timing of this is very strange because just last week I did Barbarism Begins at Home, which had that really awesome bass section in it at the end, not knowing that just a few days later, it was just really strange timing. Belligerent Ghouls. We're off to a good start. Okay, here we go. I approve.
Belligerent ghouls run Manchester schools, spineless swine, cemented minds. Surreys the tubes, jealous of you, same old food since 1962.
Time for a bass rant. Since I mention the bass on every Smiths video I do, I have to mention it here also, duh. To Andy, give it up for Andy. Here's what makes Andy's bass so cool to me, as opposed to like your typical bass. It's just like fun. Hear me out. When you think of the bass, typically, I think the average person, when they think of the bass, they see it as just playing like a one note boring, just to round out the sound. I know this because I played bass on Rock Band. Now listen, I used to play Rock Band and I always played the bass, and it was just like the same note, just over and over and over. And then you would switch to a new note and you'd play that over and over and over. And it was most of the time kind of boring. So I think people probably think of the bass in that way, but this kind of bass, it could be a song on its own. He's just moving all over the place. It's like its own little thing. And you can hear it, and it's fantastic, and I love it. And every Smith song I've heard so far sort of has that fun, I'm just going to call it fun bass. It's like just a fun bass line. Like you could tell he's just having the time of his life, you know what I mean? I can't sit here and say he's the only bassist to do that, because there are a lot of bass players, even on the channel, like the bands that I do on the channel, have fun with the bass. You can tell. They're just doing all kind of amazing things. Not to take anything away from this band or from Andy, because other bands have fun bass lines, but oh, I just love it. I just love the bass guitar. It just sounds incredible. That's why I always look forward to doing a Smith song, because I know it's going to have awesome bass and it just makes me happy. Shout out to Andy. Okay, let me go back some.
The tubes jealous of you, same old food since 1962. Does the military two-step down the neck of my neck? I wanna go home, I don't want to stay. Give up education is a bad mistake. Midweek on the playing fields, surf watch you on the knees you in the groin, elbow in the face. Bruises bigger than dinner plate.
What I want you to do when I put this back on is to, if you can, ignore everyone except for Andy and just follow the bass and have a good time. Because that's what I do. If there's a cool bass going on, I find myself sort of following it, and then the other sounds sort of go somewhere else. So yeah, see if you can follow Andy around. He's really moving, so you gotta keep an ear out, but I know you could do it. Me too, Morrissey. I gotcha. Morrissey's like, no, pay attention to me. I'm gonna start barking now. Did you follow Andy like I told you? Wasn't it fun? I will say there were parts in there where I sort of lost him because Morrissey was just like, hey, you can't do that. I'm singing here. Pay attention to me. So he made it a little difficult, but I tried my best. So I hope you were able to do it too. Just shout out to Andy again. I mean, I'm always giving Andy shout outs since the very first video, but he deserves them. Just bass. I just freaking love the bass. Okay, let's finish this. I just wanted to pause and check on you, see if you were enjoying the bass ride we're on.
There's a bad mistake. Please excuse me from Jim. I got this terrible cold coming on. He grabs and devours. He kicks me in the showers. Kicks me in the showers and he grabs and devours. I want to go home. I don't want to stay.
So, I'm noticing a pattern in this band now that I've heard, what song is this? 5, 6 now? This might be 7, I'm not sure. They tend to have a long intro, and then at the end, Morrissey just kind of feels it for like the last 2 minutes or so. At the most, probably the last 2 minutes, Morrissey just kind of feels it, just kind of riffs, and it fades away. Not every song, but I'm just noticing that on a few of them. They sort of follow that kind of pattern. While this song is great, trying to get another song at the level for As Soon As Now How soon is now, and there's a light that never goes out. Like the two of them are just at the top. How soon is now is number one for me. But I mean, these songs are just like really groovy and have awesome everything. But those two songs are just sort of in another league, another level. Not just the sound of them, but lyrically and just everything about them. They're sort of just like next tier, like top tier Smiths. And then this one is just like the fun tier Smith. You know what I mean? Even though I don't think lyrically this is a fun song, but it sounds fun. It has a fun sound to it, that's what I mean. So let me listen to this again and I will be right back. Hello again, I listened to the song again. So just again, I would like to share my love and appreciation for Andy Rourke and his amazing bass skill. I mean, I'm very new to this band, so I don't know much about them, their history, and you know, I've only heard a handful of songs, but in every single one, it's just like the bass is just winning. Every single time, the bass is just such a standout. Just major shout out and props to Andy Rourke, who has left this legacy, and perhaps certain reactors who discover this band because of that. You know, I don't know if that was a complete sentence or not, but hopefully you know what I was talking about. So yeah, I'm definitely doing more from this band because I really like their sound. I got into this in the last video. I just call it groovy. Like, it's just sort of a groovy sound, and I'm really enjoying their music so far. We're gonna keep doing it. Thank you guys so much for watching. Enjoy the rest of your day, and I will see you for the next one. I need some lyrics, please. You know, as I read these lyrics, I'm not sure I should be laughing at them. I mean, not at them. I mean, laughing with them. Because this might not be a laughing kind of situation. You know what I mean? I don't think it is. So now I feel bad for laughing at these lyrics. Please excuse my laughter. I laugh at everything though, so in my defense. It sounds so cool. And he makes it sound just really effortless, like, you know, he's just kind of da-da-da-da-da.